Guys, he's waking up. What? Huh? Megatron, you're awake. Thank God. Who are you? Starscream, remember? I've seen a lot of Starscreams throughout the universe, including the one with that body, so you're going to be very specific. It is us. Don't you remember? Megatron, it's been a while. Wait, Galvatron, wait. There's only one other universe I can remember, really, where I was friends with Starscream and Galvatron. Wait, I'm in the Shattered Glass universe again. Wow, it's been a while. Shattered Glass universe? Yeah, that's what we call it. At least that's the name I give it, since, you know, everything's the opposite compared to my world. Evil Autobots, good Decepticons. Wait, speaking of which, how have you guys been? It's been a while. It's been 3 years for us. 3 years. It's been a year for me, and I was in a coma for over a year. Well, it's been over a year, but I was in a coma most of the time. Oh. Well, for us, it's been 3 years since your last visit, since, well, we fought and killed Optimus and chopped your arm off. After he chopped your arm off. Yeah. What happened to you? Okay, first, you have a Decepticon logo on your shoulder now. Yeah, I know, I got that finally, so people know what faction I'm on. And you have a red mark. What's that supposed to mean? It's a long story. But, anyways, how have you guys been? It's been a while. Did you guys win the war? Pretty much. Cybertron's under our control. It's just some of the Pharaoh areas are not claimed by us fully yet, and that the Autobots that are left are hiding at. Other than that, we're doing good. How long's it been since you found me? It's been a day. Oh, okay. Urgent, I must be wondering where I am. Do you have my remote? Yeah, it's in a different room right now. We're just studying it. See if we can, maybe try to figure out a way to duplicate it, and maybe that could help us aid in our problem. What problem? Come, get up. I'll show you. Okay. Man, a lot has changed since I left. Yeah, Cybertron's changing for the better. There's not many Autobots left. It's really just Bumblebee's little army that's left. Yeah. What's going on over there? Oh, that's Steeljaw. He's teaching the younger, new generations of Cybertron that have just been born about, well, pretty much anything, history, life. Unfortunately, the building that we usually use for the schooling is being renovated right now, so they're doing it out here, where they're far enough away from people. You can teach them a lot better. Alright, y'all. Tell me, why should you be a Decepticon? Because it's good? Correct, Will Streamer. Because it's the right thing to do? Yep. Yo, mofo, this is boring. I don't want to do this. Mohawk, you need to learn your history about Cybertron so you don't repeat the mistakes that Optimus Prime and his followers made. I don't care. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Even if the war does start, I'll just finagle my way into the top role. That's not how it works, Mohawk. Oh yeah, sure. Mohawk, get out of here. Just go. If you don't want to learn, then you're in timeout. I'm not in timeout. I'm gonna go do whatever I want. If you stayed, you would know how to transform. You know, you don't know how to transform yet, so enjoy walking away. I'll learn on my own. If he did stay for another 20 minutes, he would know how to transform. Oh well. Sir, why is he over here? He's older than all of us. That's because he's a bit, let's just say, illiterate. Let's just say. I am not illiterate. I am looking for the lost city of Doratus. He needs to be taught some things. Doratus, though. It's out there. I must find it for the Decepticons. Doratus. Yeah, out of my way. Yeah. Rude kids. Sometimes these kids can be a bit of a handful. Yeah, I guess I could agree. Where are we going? We're going to New Kaon. New Kaon is a smaller part. It's a new rebuilding part of the city. We're adding some more to Kaon. Well, we need to have some housing for people while they're fixing up the buildings that are destroyed. So we build a tiny city over here. Not too many buildings, but that's where me and some of the others live. Most of everyone else is scattered across Cybertron through the colonies that are being rebuilt. Well, we call them colonies until we can build enough of the cities back up that we can call them cities. So for now, they're just small towns, colonies. That's what this place is. Oh. It's over here. This is New Kaon City. Still under construction. And then I ripped his spark out. Oh man, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Pretty shame that had to be one of your friends. Yeah, well, he was an evil bastard, so kinda deserved it. Yeah. And then I was like, are you Ladies Man 217? I still don't get it, Barricade. You told the exact same joke. It's the one reason being a police cop, being one of the police over here in this city sucks, because I have to work with you. But it's Ladies Man 217! Are you Ladies Man 217? I'm a girl, for Christ's sakes. Why would I be that? Some new faces I don't recognize. Yeah, lots of new people have came to Cybertron. Mostly, a lot of Decepticons have came. Some Autobots even have decided to, surrender or switch sides. What do you mean? Well, the only Autobots that are really allowed that we have under our control right now are either the prisoners or the Autobot civilians, which most of the Autobot civilians did not participate in the actual war. So they were allowed to have amnesty here. They live in different cities, though, just to keep tensions low, since having everyone live in the same city could create some tensions that could go high. We're hoping, though, in a few years, that we can start creating cities shared by Autobots and Decepticons to ease down the aggressivism towards both sides. But for now, they're living somewhere else. Starship, I have something to tell you. If it's Ladies Man 217, don't tell me. No, it's not that. I report a ship, in about a few hours, a ship is going to land with at least over 100 Decepticon refugees and a few Autobots who've decided to become prisoners. Or Autobot civilians that also fled. Good. We could use the population increase. It could help us with the capturing of Bumblebee's remaining Autobots. Causing trouble? Yeah, Bumblebee is still leading a few of some of the Autobots who are foolish enough to, still think they have a chance. Compared to them, as far as we can tell, we outnumber them 4-1. So they have no chance of winning. Plus, not with this new shipload, which has at least twice the amount of Decepticons as Autobots that Bumblebee has left. Yeah, we're gonna be outnumbering them soon. It should also help with the reconstruction. That's just the biggest problem. There isn't many Decepticons on the planet right now. There's at least maybe 200 of us, or barely 200 of us. The war really took a heavy toll on our population. But hopefully this new shipload should help us with the construction of cities and the repopulation. Yeah, and it seems like you guys will also have the help of the core, the planet, creating new bots. Yeah, with no more bloodshed, Primus has decided, I guess, to start creating new generations, which should hopefully, as long as we can keep them away from falling down the path of Autobots, most, if not all of them, will become Decepticons. Hoping in the rebuilding and restart of Cybertron's second golden age. Yeah. I've never seen Cybertron so alive before. At least I haven't since, the golden years for me were back when I was born. I was born around the time the golden age of Cybertron and my world was at its highest point. But as I grew up in age, it just went downhill. The golden age died out. And the rest is history. Barricade, we need you. There's an Autobot riot going on. Autobot riot? Yeah, a few of the Autobot refugees aren't exactly liking their situation. A few of them have been wanting to leave the planet, but we gave them a chance before they could. What do you mean? Except for Bumblebee's, a lot of the Autobots who survived, mostly ones that aren't with Bumblebee right now, have fled to the stars. They don't want to come back home. They fear that because of everything, we'll treat them like how we were treated before the war. We'll be petty and force them to do hard labor, things like that. We don't, and we give the choice that you could come back home and we'll help you and stuff. But some of the Autobots who decide to stay don't like it here, given that, well, everyone's being treated as equal. It's not exactly going to make everyone happy, and so riots have been going on. But luckily, we've been keeping things under control and finding ways to convince them to stay because we are really low on ships. The last thing we want is to use most of our remaining ships to get Autobots off the planet that may or may not even survive, given the lack of resources out there, and the fact that we don't have any, and the fact that Cybertron is the only planet right now under our control, and even then, not all of the planet is. Some of the jungle areas aren't. Well, hopefully things will get a lot better around here. I think I'm going to stay until I'm healed enough. Alright. You should go to Dr. Knockout. He's our medic. The finest Decepticon doctor in all of Cybertron. He'll help you. Okay. Where is he? He's in the city. He's down the, that alleyway. The one on the opposite side of, Shadow Rider. Okay. Down here? Yes. Okay. You think Megatron being here was gonna make things easier? Hopefully. He was one of the reasons we won the war last time. Hopefully he can help us get the Autobots taken care of. I don't want to kill them all, but at the same time, I don't know what we can do. I just don't know. I just hope that Bumblebee grows some sense of logic and surrenders. Auto Trooper 16815. What have you reported? Reported. Another ship has just arrived, Commander Override. What? How many Decepticons you took on board? From what I've heard, over 100. What? Is there any Autobots? Yes, but they've changed sides, or have become prisoners. Or going on trial for their crimes. Man, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're not doing well out here. This is all that's left of us. We're running low on forces. Well, you see, this is our problem. We don't have a chance. What chance do we have? The Decepticons continue to increase in numbers, while we decrease by 2 times the amount as usual. And we're running low on Energon. I can agree. What do you... Yeah, Red Alert and Trailbreaker. How much Energon do we have left? According to our data, we've used the last of Cliff Jumper's Energon. That's it. We don't have any more left. Or whatever we do have is just what's inside of all of us. And unless we want to sacrifice another one of our own for some to keep us stable until we all eventually die doing this, I'd suggest that we figure out another solution to get Energon. Back in my day, do you know what we would do? You young bots, do you know what we would do? We would do guerrilla warfare to get those Decepticons out of our hairs. But now, well, we can't. We don't have enough guns or ammunition, Energon, or enough forces, or even a competent leader. Override, why don't you just take over as leader? You've been more useful than Bumblebee. I would. But Bumblebee's been on Cybertron a lot longer than I do, and everyone else here isn't really leader material. I'm just a medic. I'm too old to be leader, even if I do have some experience with things. I just would rather not. Okay, then Bumblebee's our best option, as much as we don't want him to be. It's really all we have. Well, what if someone like me took charge? No offense, man, but you are an auto trooper. An auto trooper taking my job. You haven't been a good leader, have you? You've dug us into the bottom. We don't know that yet. Until Maverick comes back with his report of the Decepticons, we have to stand here and prepare. We don't know exactly when the Autobots are going to be expanding more territory, but if they reach it, but they're getting awfully close here. Shouldn't we leave then? No, Pipes. We're going to fight for this place. It's all we have left. We're all that's left. The Autobots that are willing to fight. The rest of our comrades have fled like cowards into the stars, or are prisoners, or have decided, just like the civilians, to join their side and hide. Maverick's back. Maverick, what do you have to report? They're approaching this place soon, sir. Very soon. You had one job to try to keep them away. I know. I've tried. I killed a few of them, but they shot me down almost instantly. My wings are damaged. I had to fly back here in robot mode because it was the best I could. Like jet mode was compromised. The Autobots should have won the war. It just shows the competence that Optimus had. Optimus was a better leader than you. He may have been a psychopath and may have done some questionable decisions, but at least he got us as far as we did, up until you took charge. This wasn't my fault. Maybe it wasn't even Optimus's. You know whose fault it was? It was that Megatron's fault. Here we go again with this Megatron nonsense. There was another one. He came into our universe. There's no one else. The only reason I'm going to tell is this because I was the only survivor. Everyone else was killed. Yeah, how awfully convenient. You're just trying to hide your obvious failure as an Autobot. And I'm not following you anymore. If any of y'all are smart like me, we will surrender to the Decepticons as soon as possible. Maybe then we can at least have our sentences maybe down a grade. There's some surrender stations nearby. If anyone wants to join me, follow me. Maverick may be a piece of slag in the crankcase, but I'm following him. I don't want to die, man. I'd rather serve my time in jail than be out here killing each other. I agree. Sorry, B. No hard feelings. I agree as well. Wait up for me, guys. We're not going anywhere until everyone ready. Yeah, I'm going. Taking surrender is a lot better. I know you two will stay with me. I'm going with them. What? Why? Because I never was a fan of this war, anyways. Override. You're my most loyal soldier. I'm loyal to the Autobot cause, but not to you. I'd rather serve my time in jail. Wait! Come back here! You fools! Come back! We're on the verge of victory! I know we are! Keep dreaming that. Fine! I don't need you! I don't need anyone! I'll lead this army myself. What army? There's no one left. All I've left here is this corpse of my cliff jumper. It's not exactly gonna help me. Who am I kidding? Maybe they're right. But I can't admit it. I won't. What could I do?
I know what you can do.
Who said that?
I did.
Who the hell are you? Wait. You're the Fallen. You look like him. The Prime that fought against the 13.
Yes, I am.
You're a Decepticon. The first Decepticon. You started the foundations for them. Thus you are an enemy to the Autobots.
Normally I would, but in this situation, I am less of an enemy and more of a comrade.
What do you mean by that?
I have a question. Have you by any chance met a Megatron who has came to this universe from another universe?
Yes, I do. He's the reason the Autobot Empire failed. The reason why Optimus and all the other and most of the other Autobots who where our greatest fighters are dead. Warpath, RC, Trax, and many others.
I am an enemy of his. He is an enemy of me. Thus, he is also your enemy, correct?
Very much. We'd be winning and crushing those Decepticons if it wasn't for him showing up and leading them to victory.
I suppose that makes us have a common goal. We both want to watch him die.
Very so. I'd love to get my hands on his spark for what he did to us.
Then I suppose, what if we have a chat, and I help you, and you help me?
Maybe we can talk.